Prince Harry is at the center of a global firestorm after alleged DNA results surfaced online, sparking an unprecedented wave of speculation and backlash. Within hours, the internet was flooded with charts, documents, and memes questioning Harry's royal lineage. Despite no credible verification, the public response was swift and brutal, fueled by years of royal tension, conspiracy theories, and distrust. As silence from both Harry and the palace grows louder, the controversy threatens to redefine how the world sees the once-beloved prince. The viral shock, DNA results that set the internet on fire. It started as a whisper on niche conspiracy forums, screenshots of alleged DNA test results linked to Prince Harry. But within hours, the rumor had gone global. Posts appeared on X, formerly Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube, showing supposed lab reports, genetic charts, and ancestry data. The documents claimed Harry's DNA didn't align with known royal markers, implying he might not be Charles's biological son. The impact was immediate. Harry DNA trended in the UK and US simultaneously. Within 24 hours, the story had eclipsed international headlines. What made this different from past speculation? It looked scientific. Lab seals, graphs, and jargon gave the story a veneer of legitimacy. No verification, no source, and no lab confirmation. But that didn't matter online. For a public already fascinated by royal drama, the idea of DNA proof turned gossip into perceived truth, and backlash ignited at unprecedented speed. What the DNA claims allegedly show. The viral documents appeared to show inconsistencies in Harry's genetic markers, particularly in mitochondrial and Y chromosome haplogroups. Online commenters, some with little to no scientific background, dissected the data as if decoding state secrets. The suggestion: Harry's results didn't match the known lineage of the House of Windsor. Ancestry percentages allegedly deviated from what one would expect from a direct royal descendant. References to historical family DNA studies were tossed in to reinforce the claim. However, no reputable laboratory or genetics firm has confirmed these documents as authentic. Experts warned that everything circulating appeared either doctored or outright fabricated. Even so, thousands online accepted the screenshots at face value. The result? Perception outweighed evidence. The alleged test didn't need to be real. It only had to appear plausible. And in a digital world that thrives on scandal, the implications took hold faster than facts could catch up. Why this hit harder than any past royal scandal? This wasn't a tabloid headline or a disputed interview. This was DNA, or at least it claimed to be. In the public's imagination, DNA represents irrefutable truth. The idea that Harry's lineage could be scientifically disproven sent shockwaves far deeper than past gossip. Royal legitimacy rests heavily on bloodline. If disrupted, it shakes not just family trust, but institutional continuity. Unlike memoirs or interviews, people viewed DNA as final. Harry's years of public criticism toward the royal family also played a role. His interviews with Oprah, Netflix docuseries, and book had positioned him as both rebel and whistleblower. That made the public less forgiving and more willing to believe claims against him. Supporters scrambled to counter the narrative, drowned out by viral content. What started as a fringe claim had grown into a reputational firestorm, and even Harry's past allies struggled to contain it. The internet turns ruthless. Public backlash explodes. Within hours, social media became a battleground. Comment sections turned hostile, with mockery and memes framing Harry as the prince without a pedigree. Old conspiracy theories, especially the long-debunked rumor that James Hewitt was Harry's biological father, resurfaced with new energy. Hashtags like #NotARoyal and #DNAGate went viral. Influencers and content creators jumped on the trend, analyzing the so-called documents, offering amateur genealogy takes, and demanding answers. Even mainstream media began reporting on the rumor, which only amplified it further. Public tone shifted from curiosity to ridicule. The silence from Harry's camp added to the storm. Many demanded official clarification, not for gossip's sake, but to protect the monarchy. In the eyes of some, the line of succession had been thrown into question. A digital mob formed overnight, and in the court of public opinion, perception quickly became reality. Experts push back. Why DNA rumors are deeply misunderstood. As the controversy raged, several geneticists and forensic experts stepped forward to clarify one key point. This is not how DNA works. They explained that no public registry contains verified royal DNA. There's no royal genetic code available to match against. Ancestry tests, like those offered by commercial services, can hint at heritage, but cannot prove or disprove paternity unless direct parent-child samples are tested in a verified forensic setting. Most of the viral documents misused haplogroup data, which only tracks ancient ancestry, not modern familial links. Lab logos and certificates were shown to be edited or entirely fake. But here's the problem. Facts travel slower than scandal. While the experts worked to debunk the claims, the public had already moved on. Memes, ridicule, and headlines had done their damage. And for Prince Harry, the rumor had already reshaped perception, no matter how false it may be. Harry's silence fuels the fire. As the rumors escalated, Prince Harry remained publicly silent. For over 72 hours, no statement came from him or his representatives. That vacuum was quickly filled with speculation. Critics accused him of hiding. Others saw the silence as confirmation. Privately, insiders claim Harry's legal team advised against responding, fearing that any comment would legitimize the baseless claims and potentially open legal vulnerabilities. But in the digital age, silence can be weaponized. Clips from old interviews where Harry rejected royal protocol resurfaced, now framed as ironic in light of his questioned heritage. What was once considered principled rebellion began being spun as deflection. Commentators asked, "If it's not true, why not say so?" His supporters insisted silence was dignity. But for many online, it read as avoidance. As misinformation thrives in the absence of clarity, Harry's restraint may have unintentionally fed the narrative he hoped to extinguish. The palace reaction, calculated distance. Buckingham Palace refused to release a public statement on the viral DNA claims. Official sources called the documents online fabrications, but did not issue further clarification. That restraint, however strategic, was interpreted by many as detachment, or worse, indifference. Notably, no senior royal made any public gesture of support for Harry. William, Charles, even Camilla, all remained quiet. For royal watchers, that silence echoed far louder than words. Inside sources told the Times that palace advisors believed addressing the story directly would only amplify it. Their strategy? Let it burn out on its own. But critics say the monarchy's refusal to publicly defend Harry hinted at deeper tensions. Was this a simple case of protocol or institutional distancing? Regardless of intent, the result was chilling. Harry, once a key royal figure, now appeared alone, targeted, and unprotected by the very institution he was born into. Meghan's position: damage control behind closed doors. While Harry remained silent, Meghan reportedly went into immediate crisis mode. According to sources close to Montecito, she was furious about the renewed attacks and demanded swift legal intervention. Takedown notices were allegedly issued to YouTube creators and X accounts that shared or discussed the viral documents. Meghan's legal team focused on platforms that spread the most graphic content, pushing for removal under defamation and misinformation guidelines. But the approach was suppression, not rebuttal. No public denial, no interview, just quiet attempts to erase the narrative. This only fueled further speculation. Detractors claimed the couple were trying to control the truth rather than confront it. The strategy, while legally sound, lacked the emotional clarity the public craved. Supporters pointed out the harassment had crossed a line, becoming deeply personal and defamatory. But in the eyes of many, the Sussexes had gone silent too many times. Now, even truth looked suspicious. The bigger question: why the public was ready to believe it? What shocked observers wasn't just the rumor itself, but how quickly and widely it was accepted. The public, weary of royal drama, still found this new twist believable enough to engage with en masse. But why? Experts say years of tension between Harry and the royal family chipped away at public trust. His memoir, interviews, and multiple projects painted a picture of estrangement, one that made the idea of illegitimacy feel plausible, even if inaccurate. Royal watchers note that repeated allegations from Harry and Meghan made people feel justified in questioning their own narrative. In a digital era driven by scandal, the combination of DNA, royalty, and betrayal proved irresistible. And once faith in a figure is broken, even lies feel believable. That's the cost of eroded trust. And for Harry, the consequences of that erosion may outlast the story that triggered it. Fallout and the long-term damage. The DNA rumor may eventually fade from headlines, but its impact will be long-lasting. It didn't just raise questions about Harry's lineage, it reopened every old wound, every unhealed tension between him, his family, and the institution. Even if thoroughly debunked, the public perception has shifted. Memes, conspiracy threads, and headlines have etched doubt into the broader conversation about Harry's royal identity. Media coverage around Harry will now carry an asterisk. Every future appearance, interview, or project may be met with renewed skepticism. Meanwhile, the palace's silence has reinforced its strategy of preservation over protection, putting the crown before the individual. For Harry, the price of that detachment is steep. As one royal commentator summarized, whether true or false, this story shows just how isolated he's become. In the monarchy, truth matters, but perception shapes legacy. And for Prince Harry, that legacy now faces permanent scars. Whether real or fabricated, the viral DNA leak has left an indelible mark on Prince Harry's public image. In an age where perception often outweighs truth, even baseless rumors can permanently alter legacy. The monarchy's silence, Meghan's quiet legal pushback, and Harry's own lack of response have only deepened public intrigue. As media outlets shift tone and royal experts warn of long-term fallout, one thing is clear: this isn't just another scandal. It's a turning point. And for Prince Harry, reclaiming narrative control may be the most difficult challenge he's ever faced.